You don't say yes because you want to. You say yes because you're afraid of what happens if you don't. That's not kindness. That's survival. And you're not a people pleaser. You are a boundary avoider. But that's also not a character flaw. That's a coping strategy. Many people think that people pleasing is about being nice, that it's about being generous and selfless. But real people pleasing usually begins in childhood, when love came with conditions, when approval meant safety, when saying no got you ignored or punished or shamed. So you learned to perform for connection. You accommodate until you completely collapse. You manage everybody else's emotions and you call it being easygoing. But really, it's avoidance. Avoidance of discomfort, of conflict, or of being rejected for actually having needs. Here's what nobody tells you. Boundaries don't just feel bad. They feel unsafe, especially when you were never allowed to have them. If you were taught that saying no meant that you were selfish or that being chosen means being agreeable, then your nervous system is going to equate boundaries with danger, even abandonment. So of course, you avoid them. Not because you don't want to be authentic, but because authenticity doesn't feel safe. But every time you betray your own truth to keep somebody comfortable, you're not being kind. You're actually leaving yourself. The thing is, it's not just exhausting, it's actually confusing because people like you. They praise you. They say that you're the strong one and the dependable one. But deep down, you're resentful, burnt out, completely unseen because no one's actually ever connected to the real you, just the version who never says no. Boundaries are not walls. They're actually the doorway back to yourself. And the more you honor your no, the more powerful your yes becomes. Healing isn't about becoming less reactive. It's about becoming less available to the things that keep you in survival. You're allowed to disappoint other people in order to not abandon yourself. You're allowed to take up space. And you're allowed to be honest, even if it shakes up the room. And this is exactly what we unpack in Finding Limits. It's my self-paced boundary course that helps you move from fawning and over-functioning to clarity, confidence, and calm self-respect. We don't just talk about boundaries. We explore where the fear of setting them comes from, how it lives in your nervous system, and what it means to set limits without guilt or self-abandonment. So if you've ever felt resentful after saying yes, if you've ever stayed small just to feel loved, then Finding Limits is for you. The link is below. And even if you never click it, just let this land. You're allowed to disappoint people. You're allowed to choose yourself. And you're allowed to stop calling self-abandonment kindness. I'll see you next time.